Now guys, let's see what Arc Ride says when someone wants to ride Arc Ride's wheel. Especially the Sherman Max. Some random on the street wants to ride my Sherman Max. What does Arc Rides do?
I know my bitches be coming from miles around. See, they be coming because they know how to gouge it down. Now you know who holding the throne, so give me the crown. Niggas still living and trying to give me a pound. I don't really fuck with you niggas is clowns. Making the bitches strip and throw this shit on the ground.
Can I hold on to this?
Oh no, it's like, it's too, yeah. Nice.
It's like my hoverboard. You lean forward and back.
Yeah, similar. It's like,
I used to have an off-road hoverboard.
yeah, it's same technology really.
So I don't know why it's falling, leaning this side. So it's a bit gentle. Yeah?
Yeah, it's just a bit of practice.
It's falling on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no. Yeah.
You got the speaker on there.
Yeah, man. I'll put on YouTube, like. So I was riding my Sherman, and you know how rare it is in my city to see other EUC riders? Unless you plan to meet someone, you hardly ever come across an EUC rider. But on this day, we saw a V11. And I was thinking, damn, I've never seen a suspension wheel in person. Wouldn't it be cool to have a ride of it? But this is just some random dude. And I'm the kind of guy that does let others ride. So I thought, what wouldn't karma see to it that I can have a ride of this particular wheel? And the answer was yes, guys. The answer was yes. We got to ride the V11. And damn, is that suspension soft? I couldn't believe it when I stood and I was like, what? Is this right? It felt like standing on a trampoline. Like literally. It sinks like 10 inches or something when you stand on that thing. It's like a pogo stick.
Yeah, it beeped at you.
Oh, is that the, like, if you just got it set there?
I've got it at 50k, so I don't know if you... Oh, actually, I'll have a look.
Did I just hit 50?
You might have hit 50.
It's crazy. And it could just be that he's got too low a pressure inside the air suspension system. But even on its lowest setting, I wouldn't have expected it to be this soft. It was like incredibly soft. I don't even know how I could get used to it. And I didn't get much footage, unfortunately, because, you know, it's not my wheel. I just got this like one clip going over this hard bump. It was perfect actually, because what I'm riding over there is super bumpy, like because of the tree roots underneath that pushed up the path. So when you're riding on a like any non-suspension wheel, but especially my Sherman or 16X, it's a section where I know I've got to slow down or just bend my knees a lot, and it's just super bumpy. And on the V11, it was actually very soft. I was impressed by how well the suspension worked. I've always wondered, how well would suspension work on one of these things? And then when I think about it, from an engineering perspective, there's no reason why it shouldn't work. It's a very simple concept. You've just got a medium in between yourself and the road, so it's not rigid anymore. It's suspended. You know, it's the same concept as having it on a car or on a motorbike. The tire in itself does provide a bit of suspension, and most people know if you have lower pressure in your tire, it's softer. But I don't agree with that logic. I mean, I know it's true, but to take air out of your wheel in order to get a more comfortable ride, in my opinion, that's just stupid. You actually get more range by having more pressure in your tire. So if you take pressure out, you're actually reducing your range. in the hope that you're going to get a more comfortable ride. I mean, in my opinion, it makes hardly any difference. I've tried it, you know, ride with low pressure, see how comfortable it is. It makes hardly any difference. I go for massive long rides. Either way, max pressure, min pressure, makes no difference. But suspension makes a massive difference. And also the other thing, by having low pressure in your tire, you're at massive risk to bending your rim. If you hit any kind of sharp edge, even a small hole in the road, a divot, you'll easily bend your rim. Whereas if you had max pressure in there, you probably wouldn't have bent it. That makes a big difference. So it's really dumb, isn't it? You've lowered your pressure, now you're gonna bend your rim, you've lowered your range, but you're riding comfy. But you're not, because it makes no difference. The one thing it could make a difference in is riding like off-road on like super loose terrain. You know, motorbike riders do that a lot. Four-wheel drivers do it, campers. They know that, you know, if they're going to be riding on like sand, stuff like that, they lower the pressure in the tire. But the thing is, you know me, I ride on sand a lot. On my OG Sherman, I used to ride on sand like miles and miles. And I never did that. I always kept max pressure. Sand, road, gravel, dirt, doesn't matter, max pressure. And it does fine, does well in the sand. If you're talking about super thick, soft sand, then it's not going to do well no matter what. You could lower the pressure, it's still not going to do that well. So there is no benefit whatsoever. Don't bother with reducing the pressure in your tire. Just fill it up to the max, I say, and enjoy the extra range you're going to get, the extra headroom against bending your rim. It also keeps the tire on more firmly, so it's less likely to come off while you're riding. That's not likely to happen, but it's possible. When you're riding, imagine if the tire comes off the rim, then it could like jam up and just send you flying forwards. If you've got more pressure in the tire, it's on there more firmly, so you're safer against that too. So there's a third benefit. Now guys, let's see what Arc Ride says when someone wants to ride Arc Ride's wheel. Especially the Sherman Max. Some random on the street wants to ride my Sherman Max.
Just put a lock on the town. I know my bitches be coming from miles around. See, they be coming, cause they know how to gouge you down. Now you know who holding the throne, so give me the crown. Niggas still looking and trying to give me a pound. I don't really fuck with you niggas is clowns. Making the bitches strip and throw this shit on the ground. Get low, bro. Now that's the way that it goes. When we up in the
I'll put on YouTube, like.
Come on, see where you make
It takes a couple of, maybe 2-3 hours, you know.
2-3 hours?
Yeah, just got to keep practice, and then it gets easy.
Let me see how you take off.
Can't let the cops, you know. Yeah, okay. If you go like.
Is it illegal to go quick on this?
Yeah, if you go fast, like normally you get pulled over.
Hey,
Yeah,
you get put over on these things.
so it goes like 80, man. You know, it's like.
Straight home, yeah?
But like, I'll show you a picture. What are they doing here anyway?
They're not worried about you.
What is it like something else?
Lunch.
Yeah. It just keep going faster and faster. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Right now, I'll be on my way. How fucking you go? How many Ks?
Pretty far, like.
With full charge?
Go like 200. Yeah. Yeah, man.
How much is it for one of those?
Like, sorry, what do you mean? Like,
Buy one of those.
oh, it's like a couple of grand. Depending on the battery option.
Don't you prefer the big ones?
Nah,
Have you really moved them?
I did, but I like this red actually. Yeah, it's quicker and it's much easier to like move, you know, like when you get to the shop, it's
Oh,
so
shit.
easy.
And just kick back, right?
Yeah, the big one is like, you know, it gets in the way. People say, oh, can you leave it outside?
Yeah.
With this one, it's like,
It's like a stereo.
Exactly. Yeah.
Take a wood shoe, it's good. You got your speaker on there?
Yeah, man.
There we go. You need to get the helmet one. The speakers in the helmet?
Yeah, I had one, but it wasn't very good. The thing kept falling out, you know?
Does it fall out?
Yeah, it was just a cheap one.
Yeah. Or some AirPods. Yeah, those won't fall out in the helmet.